a lot of the time the executive sees the value in what you're providing, but it's the rest of the organization might not. And that can be a huge barrier. Now, the challenge that we have here is that, unfortunately, the world only have a view of what an assistant does based on what there is in media, what there is in movies, what there is in TV. And that perception has shaped what people expect of an assistant. Now, I know that there are some amazing role models coming through now that are really starting to showcase what assistants do, but there is a lot of history there that we're needing to unravel inside of what people believe an assistant does. And inside of that, there is a lot of that perception that we're trying to abolish, you could say. So I think that it starts with having to have others see what you do. And for me, one of the biggest lessons in that was not only making sure my executive is seeing what I'm doing, but me coordinating and collaborating more with the business at large and knowing my stuff, so that when I'm having those conversations, they start to see that there is a shift occurring. That's certainly been the biggest impact for me. And one of the things that we do in our training is that we have EAs take on a leadership project outside of working with their senior leader, so that way they can start working with different parts of the business so that they can see what value they can add. But for me, it's really about shifting perception, and that starts with, it's a slow journey, but we have to be understanding that, unfortunately, unless someone's worked with an assistant that, you know, is a remarkable assistant, they don't have much to pull from.
Yeah.
That would be my thing about it.
I completely agree. It's absolutely perception, and the only way to change perception quite often is you doing it. So it's almost a case of being patient with these people, as much as frustrating as that is, and teaching them what you do through your actions. I completely agree. Shirwyn, to bring you in, have you ever come across that? Have you experienced that?
So what I think from personal experiences and moving to becoming a strategic partner and having others see you as that, is also to get whoever the exec is or your boss is to go and back for you. That's the biggest part about it, because once they start letting other people know that you're more than just an assistant in inverted commas, others start seeing you for the value that you add. Like Amanda said, as soon as you start showing people what you can do and that you can do the job really well, people start believing in you. And a part of my training yesterday was around trust and getting people to trust that you can deliver on what is asked of you. But the biggest part for me is always getting your boss or the exec that you work for to actually make it known to business that you're there for a greater purpose than just to do typing, take minutes, schedule diaries and things like that. And I think once they start doing that to business, people look at you differently. And I've experienced that in my personal role that I'm in at the moment, is that once my boss went out and said, listen, I've asked Shirwyn to do X, Y, and Z. Please, can you help him do it? This is now his task and no longer mine. People then start respecting you for doing what you're doing, instead of going, oh, they just collate, they're just getting information for the boss to do something, where you're actually doing it and handing it in.
Yeah, so I think trust is a big one, isn't it, Shirwyn? I think what the other thing that shows up for me with this is it's kind of the fundamental, but building relationships. I mean, some of the challenges that assistants have when they move into the more strategic business partner type role, and they're taking on, some even attending meetings on behalf of their executive and having to direct on behalf of their executive, there can be a bit of pushback if there's not strong foundation there, if there's not the baseline of rapport built, where, relationships inside of that is really important. And that trust piece that Shirwyn's just mentioned, really, really critical here as well, I think.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I've done that before, where there's people that don't get my role and have treated me as somebody that's, just, even sometimes I'm the person that sits outside the executive's office, and there is no more to my personality than that, or my being. And I've taken them for coffee. I've invited them to do something where they get to actually know who I am. I'm not just the person that's blocking their way in to see the executive. There is much more to me than that. So rapport building is It's absolutely true. And also building your business acumen so that when you come into meetings and you have these conversations with other colleagues, you know as much as they do about what is going on in the organisation.